FNP-90. The FNP-90 is a weapon that was cut from STALKER Shadow of Chernobyl and STALKER Sky. Though the weapon is not implemented nor available, a complete P90 model and associated textures are available within build 9035. The build also includes textures for the weapon's inventory icon, as well as models and inventory icon textures for the associated 5.7 per 28mm FMG and 5.7 per 28mm AP ammunition. Within Shadow of Chernobyl, the only remnants of the P90 are some of the weapon's shape and texture files, in-game model and texture only, and scattered code references to its presumed object name, as well as entries related to both types of 5.7 per 28mm ammunition. Curiously, the model is incomplete compared to the version present in build 9035. The sighting assembly on top of the weapon is not fully constructed, having only one detached piece of the assembly that floats above the rest of the weapon where the side mount should be. The weapon was mentioned as one of the 6 new weapons in the Honor Chisel design document. The THM file containing texture settings can be found in build 3120, which suggests it was being worked on but ultimately never appeared in the game. The Far Shooter SVDM2. The Far Shooter SVDM2 is a variant of the SVDM2M that was cut from the final version of STALKER Shadow of Chernobyl. The Far Shooter SVDM2 features are the enhanced scope zoom capability and the recoil decrease. However, the variant also has less reliability than a standard SVDM2. The weapon was cut from the final version of Shadow of Chernobyl, but the weapon is still fully operational within the game's code, meaning one could spawn it with the help of modifications. The rifle is the target of a mission, S.T.A.L.K.E.R the sniper rifle, that was also cut from Shadow of Chernobyl. Although it's not explicitly stated in the mission text file, its description, decreased recoil, better scope, etc. best fits the rifle. The M134 minigun. The M134 minigun is a weapon that was cut from STALKER Shadow of Chernobyl, and it appeared in builds 1098, 1114, and 1154. The minigun intended to be in Oblivion Lost, the very early name of Shadow of Chernobyl. The minigun survived through many early builds, but was finally cut from the final version. The weapon was introduced in build 1098 and appeared in the subsequent builds 1114 and 1154. The weapon is not available to the player, but the texture file remains with Shadow of Chernobyl and build 1935 game files. The weapon makes a minor appearance in STALKER Sky in the background of the main menu. The Bulldog 6 M209. The Bulldog 6 M209 is a unique weapon that was cut from STALKER Shadow of Chernobyl. The weapon is a variant of the Bulldog 6 grenade launcher, modified to fire M203 grenades. As well, it is the most durable weapon of the game alongside the Gauss gun, taking exactly 100,000 shots to fully degrade. This weapon was cut from Shadow of Chernobyl and is only available through modding. All the files or references for it are in place, indicating that it was meant to be included but never was. The MAC-10. The MAC-10 is a weapon that was partially implemented and included in STALKER Shadow of Chernobyl. The MAC-10 as a concept was introduced during development in 2004, though only its configuration file was ever created and no assets such as an inventory icons or models were designed. The MAC-10 configuration file is based on an older version of the AKM74-2 file. In-game, the MAC-10 appears as an AKM74-2 with various unusual properties, due to the configuration having been written for an older engine version. In particular, the MAC-10 deals 5000 damage per shot. For comparison, the Gauss gun deals a mere 135 damage per shot. The MAC-10 also has higher recoil. As well, the MAC-10 is extremely durable, able to fire even when highly damaged without jamming. The weapon takes 33,333 shots to fully degrade. The MAC-10 can also mount a PSO-1 scope and a silencer by default. The MAC-10 has no in-game description, meaning it will show up as MAC-10 just like the weapon's name. There is no existing model nor animation for the weapon, as it reuses the model sounds and animations for the AKM74-2M. As a cut weapon, the MAC-10 does not exist anywhere in the game. It can only be obtained with the use of modifications.